There it is, first class. We're about to get onto the plane. This is actually ridiculous. So about a week ago now is actually my flight back from LA. There is a plane going over my house right now actually. I was walking down the plane towards my economy seat and I actually walked through business class, which I haven't really done before. I was just thinking to myself, wow, that must be such an amazing experience to be able to travel in such luxury. I've never actually traveled in anything other than economy, which I'm not complaining about. I'm so fortunate that I even get to travel. I know people that haven't even left the country. But for today's video, I really wanted to do something which I thought I would never ever be able to do. To continue the cheapest flight videos I've already done on my channel, I really wanted to do trying to find the cheapest business class flight in the world. But then I was like, actually, why don't I find the cheapest first class flight in the world? And if you don't know, business is one level and first class is another level. I went onto Google and YouTube and tried to find the cheapest first class flight. However, I did come across an article from a service called FlightFox. They basically find really cheap business and first class flights for business frequent travelers. I emailed them explaining the video and telling them what I actually wanted to do. However, I really wanted to make some rules for the flight to make it a lot more interesting. Number one, it must be a long haul flight, at least 6 or 7 hours. And number two, it must be a proper first class experience from a good airline known to have good service, and it also must have a lie flat bed. I could have actually done the cheapest first class flights in the world. They are actually on US domestic flights. However, they don't have lie flat beds and they don't actually have business on those flights, so I don't really think it counts. But if you guys do want me to make a video getting one of those flights, the actual cheapest first class flight in the world, 15,000 likes and I'll try to do it before the end of the year. After multiple emails back and forth with my flight expert, they managed to find the cheapest first class flight that filled my requirement, and it's from Germany to New York on Lufthansa, which is one of the best first class experiences in the world. So I've actually decided I'm gonna wait till the end of the video to tell you how much it costs. I think it's best if you watch the video, see the experience, and then guess how much the flight is actually worth. The one thing I will show you, this flight, the exact flight, a one way in first class is usually £5.5 thousand, which is ridiculous. The price in the thumbnail isn't actually how much it costs. I didn't want to spoil it. Let's get on with the video. Okay, so this video is actually sponsored by a company called Smarty. They're a brand new phone network which is powered by Free. They are basically doing a Black Friday deal where you can get 100 gig a month for only £17 a month, which is so cheap. It is also a 1 month plan, which means you can cancel at any time. There is no credit check and there is also unlimited calls and texts, and you can also use roaming and international calls. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit more about Smarty later on in the video, but for now, we're going to get back to the video and head to Heathrow to then head to Germany to then take our first class flight to New York, which I'm so excited about. I will see you guys in a second. Terminal 2 please, if that's alright. Alright, so the time is currently 6:53. I just arrived at the airport. It is really quiet in here. Literally no one is speaking. Quick breakfast done. Now it's probably time we go catch our flight. I somehow still haven't slept yet. I got back from a party at like 4:30. I don't know why the f I thought that would be a good idea, but here we are. At least I didn't miss a flight, because that would have been the worst thing ever imaginable. I'm just about to board my first of 2 flights today. It wasn't exactly the business class I was actually expecting, but at least I got a pillow, so it's all okay. Okay, so I've just arrived at Munich Airport. To be honest, that business wasn't really what I was expecting. I forgot that unless it's actually a long haul flight, it's not really going to be like the proper business where you can like put your feet in like a cubby hole and like actually kind of lie back. However, I think it's just making me even more excited to fly first class. I would actually love to go in there for a nap right now. However, it's €30, which I think is a bit expensive. And I already have the first class lounge to go to, so I think I'm going to go check that out now. That is exactly where we want to be heading. This whole stand, which is just for chocolates and confectionaries, that is actually crazy.
Water, coffee.
I'll have some water as well, if that's alright. And some ice,
flat
please.
water.
Still, please, thank you.
With ice, lemon.
That looks so good. Wow. There is even a cigar lounge where I can imagine you're just allowed to sit in and smoke cigars, and there's also like drinks up there as well, which is just crazy. And I think that is the Porsche which takes you to the plane. I'm not too sure. Every single magazine you can imagine right here. Wow, that is so nice. Right, so I can't seem to get in there, but I believe it's a sleeping pod where there is literally just a bed and you can just go to sleep for as long as you want. There is also what seems to be a gym in here, but I can't get in here. I'm not too sure how I'm supposed to open these doors. All right, so let's have a look at this bathroom. Oh my God, is that a joke? We are in an airport lounge right now and there is a bathtub. I just don't understand how people have so much money. It makes no sense to me. This flight would usually cost about £6,000 each way, which is ridiculous. I don't understand how people can pay so much money for a flight. This is basically the closest thing you can get to flying on a private jet. This bathroom is about 10 times bigger than my bathroom. Oh, and there's also a shower in here. I really want to have a bath, but I think I'm supposed to be boarding in about 10 minutes, so I don't really want to risk it. Could you imagine if I missed my flight because I was in a bathroom? It was nice meeting you. Maybe we'll see each other another time. Goodbye. I didn't probably show you guys, but down here is like the restaurant part of the lounge. I don't really want to record too much because quite a few people in there. And then all the way down here, there is just so much seating where you can sit down and relax before your flight, which is just so nice. Are these monkey nuts? Or are they like walnuts? Like, why are they here? Who even likes those? And then all these little rooms down here are actually working pods. You can just go in there, work on your laptop. Although the computer in here does look like it's from World War II. I don't think that could even run YouTube, to be honest. This is actually insane. It's already been one of the best experiences of my life in terms of like luxury. And I haven't even got on the plane yet. I'm so excited to get on this flight. There is planes everywhere. I'm having so much fun right now, and this place is possibly the nicest place to be right now. Yeah, I could definitely get pretty used to this. This just makes me want to work so much harder so I can do things like this more. And then this is the terrace where I imagine you can come out and smoke or do whatever you want to do outside. You can just wave to all your friends in first class and say hi. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but basically I have to walk to the gate. There is no Porsche to drive me. I have to walk with my own legs. That was actually a joke. I know my acting skills are impeccable. Currently on our way to gate L25. It looks like there is a massive queue for my flight. Mission failed. The flight is delayed by about 20 minutes, so we will have to wait here. I'm gonna tell my father about this. He won't be happy. I don't know if you can see, but I believe it is delayed until 2:40. All right, so the flight's been delayed about 2.5 hours. It was supposed to take off at 12:15, but it's now not gonna take off until 2:40, which is so amazing because now I can go straight back to the lounge and rinse the up everything there. So this is actually the business lounge, and there is a massive queue to get in there, and the first class lounge is completely empty. There is no queue to be seen. This is actually amazing. I think my life has peaked. It is never ever gonna get better than this. Why the is there a bath at a lounge? It makes so much sense. It's so amazing. Also, Lufthansa, if any of you guys are watching, I love you guys so much. Please, nothing. I'm not asking for anything. I'm just saying I love you guys. This is getting kept as a little memorabilia of this flight. Can I get a glass of champagne? I think it would have been a bit rude if I didn't actually get a glass of champagne. So I was literally just sat down in the lounge and someone came and got me and said that I need to leave for my flight now. Imagine someone literally came to find me to tell me that my flight was leaving. Like, what the f? I cannot express how excited I am right now. There it is, first class. We're about to get onto the plane. This is actually ridiculous. Oh my goodness. I do feel a bit out of place though, but it's alright.
1K on the other side.
Thank you. Quick glass of champagne, bit of water, some nuts, and she's about to bring my pajamas, which is just amazing. I don't have a flipping doodle what any of these buttons or anything does around here. Food menu. Now this is what we like to see. I think it is in the wrong language though. And ich habe nicht sprechen gut Deutsch anymore because I don't do GCSE German anymore. That really made no sense trying to be German while out there, but I tried. So there are loads of appetizers, which I think are starters, and then there's a soup, and there's also main courses, and there's a cheese and dessert, and as well as that, you can also just order like other dishes whenever you want throughout the flight. Fish, soup, salad, sweet tart. This is a bit of a change from normal Ryanair food. We are just about to take off now, I think, and we're in the air, just like that, on our way to New York. It's gonna be so much fun. Alright, so I've just got my table set up. I'm about to do some editing, and as you can see, I've also put up the privacy glass. Just ordered a cold latte, and they also bought me this. I don't really know what it is, but I'm gonna try it.
olive oil for bread?
Yeah, please, thank you.
Yeah.
Just got some caviar and egg white. That's amazing. Thanks so much. I have absolutely no idea what this is, but it was so good. I'm pretty sure this is actually only the starters. I don't know how I'm going to have the appetite to actually eat a meal. I've eaten so much food today. The outside world is looking amazing, and we are currently 6 hours and 51 minutes away, if you can see it just up there. Okay, so I just received my main meal. I actually got sea bass, and I got another glass of champagne. I think I'm on my 4th now, so I should probably slow down. I genuinely cannot get over the fact this is actually happening. I'm actually going down. This is so crazy. I never ever thought I'd do anything like this. I just don't understand. Let's absolutely demolish this meal. These are all the desserts, but I'm a bit too full to eat anymore, so I think I'm going to stop now. This actual video needs to be up in a few days, so I'm going to start editing, and hopefully I would have got like half done before we get to New York. So after what I thought was the rest of the food, they just brought me out a chocolate menu, so apparently there is even more food to give out. So it's about 3 hours left to the flight now. I think I'm going to ask them to make my seat to a bed now, so I'm going to have a little sleep for a while. And I also need to book a hotel because I haven't even done that yet. I haven't really shown you guys much about my seats. I'm going to show you a few things now. We have a fairly decent sized TV right there on the wall. That is controlled by this remote right here, and it's also a gamepad on the back, which is so sick. There's loads of games on the TV. And then on this side, you can virtually do anything to your seat that you want. You can move the headrest up and down. You can move the ottoman back and forth, which is that thing right there. I can also extend my legs if I want to. As you can see, this one lifts up. I can extend my seat back and forward. I can also adjust my seat height. And then the most important one makes the privacy screen go up and down, which is this thing right here. It just really feels like you're in your own space when you put the privacy screen up. Okay, so I don't know how well you can hear me, but I'm now in the toilet, which is definitely the nicest playing toilets I've ever been in my life. There is facial spray to hydrate your face. When has this ever been a thing? I mean, I guess that's nice. There is also makeup remover towel, not that I'm ever going to need this. And they have a refreshing towel. They also have razors and shaving cream. And as well as that, there are mini mouthwash. Why is there a rose in here? Do you know what I mean? Like, what's the point? I don't think I've ever been in a plain toilet which has a window as well, which is pretty neat. So now, I'm going to put on my pajamas. I mean, they're not exactly the most stylish in the world, but...
If you're asleep later, should I wake you up for the second service?
Okay, so we have 1 hour and 7 left to the flight. I just got some more food, as you can see. I was planning on sleeping, but I just didn't sleep in the end. I just really don't want to waste any of this opportunity. Alright, sorry to interrupt, but I need to quickly tell you guys a little bit more about Smarty. I've actually switched from my old contract to this contract because I'm going to save so much money and actually get more than what I was paying more for. Basically, what Smarty is trying to do is get rid of these long contracts and allow people to only be in a 1-month plan which they can leave at any time. So if you wanted to move into the jungle and go a year without your phone, and you wouldn't be tied into that contract that a lot of you guys are probably signed to for about 1 or 2 years, maybe even 3 years. So as I said, they're doing a Black Friday deal which is only £17 a month, and you get 100 gigabytes of data, which is 4G and 3G. It also comes with unlimited calls and texts, and there is no credit check, which means if you have a really bad credit score, you can still get this SIM card. And on top of that, it lets you keep your old number, and there is also roaming and international calling, so you are basically covered for everything. There is also a lot of other plans starting at £6.25, which still comes with unlimited calls and texts. The speeds are actually really good. I think I've only got 4G over the past few days. I don't think I've seen 3G once. If you don't believe it, you can go check out their score, and Trustpilot is really high. So the Black Friday offer ends on December the 3rd, so make sure you don't miss out. You guys know how much I love saving money. Now I have a cheaper contract, I have a bit more money, you know, to spend on first class flights, so maybe we can fly first class again in the next 20 years. If you use my link down below, you get 1 month free when you sign up. It can also be used with tablets and mobile broadband. If you have a few friends as well, there is a really good referral program where you refer one friend and you both get 1 month free, which is so good. The link is down below. Make sure you check it out if you want to save yourself some money and get a really good contract. That is everything about Smarty. Let's get back to the video. Okay, so this is actually the end of the video. I am so sad to be ending this. I cannot even begin to express how amazing that whole experience was. I think you pronounce it Lufthansa, I'm not too sure, but honestly, they provide such an amazing service. I only actually stayed in New York for 24 hours. I flew back the next evening and I landed back in London yesterday, Tuesday morning. It is now Wednesday and the video is going up today. Let me know if you've been enjoying the frequent uploads. I'm gonna try to stick to this schedule. I don't know whether that's gonna happen, but I'm gonna try my best. The part which I'm sure you've all been waiting for, how much did the flight actually cost? How much money did I actually have to spend? It wasn't cheap, I can tell you that. However, compared to the normal price, £5,500 for a one-way flight, I did save quite a lot of money, and that's down to Flight Fox for finding me the flight. I don't even want to say this number, it's just so big. The first flight I took was a business class, so it probably would have been about £200. Altogether, I can reveal I paid £1,722 for the flight. I think the business class flight is about £150, maybe £200. So basically, my first class flight cost about £1,600 for a one-way, which is a lot of money. I'm so annoyed that I've had to spend that. I saved almost £4,000 compared to what it'd normally be. So yeah, this has actually been the cheapest first class flight. Obviously, I had to fill my requirements, so like it's like a good first class flight. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like. Also, comment something down below and subscribe if you're new around here. I would absolutely love to do more flight videos like this in the future, so let me know if you want to see more content like this. I think that's about it. I shall see you with another video very soon. Goodbye.